Hi guys, how's it going? What's up, man? Yeah, so this day 3 of for Nightmare 200, the beginning of Nightmare 200. Turns out Hekate can really whoop your ass for being too horny on her, how she looks like visually and stuff. So yeah, she will bonk and rip your dick out, because she's yeah, she's pretty insane. Like the mechanics she has is really insane. She she does a lot of stuff. She basically buffs herself like crazy, so you need a lot of debuffs. I mean, a lot of dispels, a lot of sustain, lots of this and that and all that shit. So one thing I'm gonna say for a fact that is I haven't tried out Magna shit yet, because I had so much issues even in Primal just to get the stupid thing down anyway, because it's such a heavy character check where if you do not have like fucking Cassius or some shit, it's gonna be a shit run for you. Just as predicted before, because you know I already mentioned if you have Cassius, he's probably gonna save your life in Guild War, which he is saving a lot of your life, yes. So okay, first things first, I tested my Kango. It worked. Yes, this set Kango, I tested this. It worked. Same shit, it worked. Yes, it worked. The only difference is I have to remove my CAT because I can't level his ass anymore. I decided to put Monkey in there because having the full heal immediately after someone dies definitely works. The only problem with this is that it's very slow. This is very, very slow because it finishes between like 12 to 13 minutes or so. But it's still, I guess it's still technically good, okay-ish, because I think the Nightmare 150 it took me like 5-6 minutes at most, right? Around 5-6 minutes, and Nightmare 200 is like 2.5 Nightmare 150s. Yeah, so around there. So it's more or less technically slightly better, but yeah, I don't really plan to use this, but it definitely worked. I tried it and it worked out. I'm probably not really going to show on video because if I show multiple of these runs, it's gonna be the video is gonna be super long. Yeah, so I tried it before, it definitely worked out. Yeah. The other one that I'm using right now that actually somewhat worked is this one, which is the Iatromantis. I think everyone's using Iatromantis for full auto Nightmare 200 by the looks of it, just because of how incredibly efficient the class is, because she can, yeah, you can heal, you can get veils and shit and all that good stuff. Yeah, so this class is freaking amazing. Yeah. I decided to use Anne because her sustain and the and Poseidon's S3 has a really good combination along with Quattre's extend thingy. Definitely helps. But yeah, I mean, just not to me, honestly, like, yeah, Anne is actually really good for Guild War, just that I never really found the spot to really make use of her. But now she is. So apparently she's really good for the setup that I'm using, which is more or less the same as we saw earlier, just that I'm using this too instead of the whatever weapon I was using earlier. I think it was Dark Trashes or something. Yeah, so I'm using 2 Granblue sticks now. Spears. Yeah, spears are more or less sticks, but yeah, I'm using 2 of these spears, and then I'm using Diaspora weapons as well, just because that from what I noticed, I was also using, like, I ended up borrowing my Lancelot's weapon. Turns out I'm not gonna use it. No, yeah, the reason I'm using these, even though as you can see, I'm not really using how do I say, an Ogi base setup for this team, is just because that the defense from a Diaspora weapons is actually very good. It helps so much that I noticed that I wasn't really taking too much damage, because dude, Hekate hits so freaking hard with all the echoes, the supplemental, the triple attacks that she can do whenever she buffs herself. And especially if you don't really dispel it non-stop kind of thing. But yeah, as you can see, I'm not really dispelling it too much, because you know, as you can see, I'm not using a 150 Quattro. Obviously in this setup, if you have a 150 Quattro, you're probably gonna finish it a lot faster. Yeah, especially if you're using Maria. The backline Maria is probably a must from what I noticed in this setup, just because the extra consistent debuff you're getting whenever you use his Dispel, right? His Quatrace S2, applying that debuff is pretty handy. So yeah. Other than that, I am still sticking with the Ogi thingy key for Opus, and yeah, it still works just fine. Yeah. Same shit. Honestly, this one is kind of whatever, but I'm too lazy to change, so fuck it. Yeah, everything else still works the same. So, yeah. All good. So, the skills for this, there's like a couple... Yeah, there is probably a couple of ways you could probably do it. You could actually not bring mist at all. Yeah, you could probably not bring mist by like just slotting in like 2 veils and fucking the heal thingy. You could probably do that, or you could just use the full heal, one veil and a mist. But I decided to use just this two, and it seems to be working. I did like I think at least 5 runs now, and I don't think I've seen a single debuff landed on my team yet. So it should work. Yeah, I guess it works. And the other thing is that I did switch my EMP for my MC quite a bit as well. I added this stupid thing. Honestly, I don't think it really matters, but I feel like I should point that out because I actually did change my Iatromantis EMP a little bit. So yeah, I added the stupid debuff success. I added the water attack up. I added a little bit of fire defense kind of shit, the fire damage down kind of thing. Yeah, I put another one of this, and yeah, that's the few things that I actually added for my Iatromantis kind of thing. But is it really needed? I don't think so. I don't think it does, but yeah, I feel like I just needed to point it out. Yeah. But other than that, this is the skill that I'm going with. This is the Iatromantis skill. If anyone doesn't understand Japanese or whatever, this is the Iatromantis skill that allows you to heal and what's that? Give you this stupid thing. So you get the triple attack thing, and you get the heal, the veil, blah blah blah, all the stuff. So it's good. Yeah. And then another veil, which is from Sage itself, because Sage itself has another veil. Yeah, so we have technically double veil, and it's fine. Yeah, I'm using mist because whatever, I guess. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. Like this setup that I'm using, the mist is just kind of like a little extra spicing on top kind of shit. No big deal. But yeah, I think without further ado, I feel like I should just talk over while this is happening, because the clear times. Okay, wait. Actually, before I start, I guess I should show the clear times a little bit. So. I need a golden boy. I just saw a golden boy earlier. But yeah, the most of the Nightmare 200s that I did with this has been like 10 minutes plus, which is not too bad. Because like I said earlier, right, if you have like Quatrace 150, for example, it probably could have been like maybe 9 minutes or so. Probably lesser, actually. Yeah. Or, yeah. I think the one that showed that, it was like he cleared it in like less than 9 minutes or some shit, but he's a JP with insane ping, so yeah. We all know how good that is, right? Shit. Alright, so most of the clears has always been around 10 minutes, so it seems fine. Yeah, I've tested quite a few times already. It seems to be working. Yeah, it seems to be working. Then oh yeah, another thing is that the other characters that I did test it out with as well, because I totally forgot to mention this, because yeah, I did test it out, the Lancelot and shit, did not work out as well. So the other characters I did test it out was Wamdus. I tested out Lancelot. I tested out who else did I test? I think that I think that's it. Yeah, Soshie was the Kango one. So this is the few ones I managed to test, because you know, fucking full auto in Nightmare 200 takes freaking forever, and we are only like 4 hours in. It's because we had to do like a lot of runs and shit. But from what I noticed, for this Iatromantis setup, right, if you want to use, I feel like you either use Poseidon or Lancelot. From what I noticed, it's either Poseidon or Lancelot. And then for Quatrace case, it's either you use Quatrace or you use Cassius. If you have Valentine Cassius, you can use him here. And then you just put Anne or something. And then the last slot, the last slot is mostly just Anne or probably some other character if you do not have Anne or something. But yeah, Anne is pretty good for Nightmare 200 because of her, well, the constant armor, the defenses shit that she's providing is very, very helpful. We all know that. But yeah, so that's usually how you would want to do it. But then for my specific self-test on my specific shit that I have, Lancelot doesn't seem to be working out that well. I do actually like Lancelot a lot just because he provides so much damage, but just that I kind of want the utility that Poseidon actually provides, just because of his permanent debuff and his S3 making you immune to debuff is just really, really helpful because you're cycling between that and MC's Veils. So you just don't take any debuffs, because the debuffs that Hekate actually does to you is very, very, very bad. Because she does, not only she does fucking charm. I know it's like you're fascinated by her titties, but yeah, yeah, charm. You're paralyzed, you have slash, you can get healed, and yeah, it's blind, and yeah, it's just fucking all crap all over. So it's really, really bad. That's why I am going with this, because it seems to be not letting me die, so I guess it's fine. But yeah, this is a really, really tough boss to actually try to full auto. So but yeah, but either way, yes. So if you want to see this is this screen. This is the screen of the state of Nightmare 200. I'm not joking. Look at my crew. Boom. This is a Iatromantis. Crop is a Iatromantis as well. Look at that. So see, Iatromantis have. So yeah, that is Guild War 200 in a nutshell. Yep, it's just Iatromantis and nothing else. But Kango works, but it's slow as shit. So okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's just use this. But yeah, the position of the characters does matter as well, if you're wondering. The position of the characters definitely matters because you want to at least extend Poseidon's S3. That one is super important. So it's like also another thing is that you have to remember, if you're doing that, your Poseidon's S3 will last for 6 turns. And if your quad trait does not reset, he can essentially have the same cooldown as like you always see it somewhat similarly popped up the exact same time as Poseidon's S3. That happened quite a few times already for me, so yeah. And the other thing is that if you want to run Wamdoos for this boss, it's actually viable, yes, but I feel like she's not really providing too much. But besides that, she just doesn't die. All I know is that you can essentially probably just solo with her along because she just doesn't die. Because she takes no damage. She just doesn't take any damage, because I think I've been into a run where my party was like half or 3/4 dead already, like 100 HP all over, and then my Wamdoos is still like full HP, it's just chilling there. But yeah, so I think I should explain why it's either Lancelot or Poseidon. So the reason of that being because, as you all know, the next upcoming trigger, which is 85, what she does is that she has that stupid, annoying shield that she does at 50% in 150, but that shield is all the way to the left. So in other words, you need at least 5 dispels just to get rid of that shit. In other words, you're probably never going to remove it. So in other words, you're just going to ignore the very existence of this shield. As you can see, it's all the way there. It's all the way to the left. Right there. You will just ignore that shit altogether. The only thing you want to dispel really is the most important one is the very first one, like the defense one. And then later at 50% there's the veil one. You want to remove those two. Those ones are the most important ones. So that's why a lot of times you either use Lancelot or you use Poseidon, because these two despite your damage being limited, they're still gonna do a fuck ton of damage even though they're limited. Like, because for Poseidon's case, it's like his damage is limited to a specific amount of damage, so it's actually below the threshold that you can reach, as you can see there. Yeah, see, I'm limited, but you saw Poseidon's damage wasn't really limited, right? So that's why his damage is not at the threshold that you're supposed to be capped at. So that's why he's actually doing normal damage and he still does a fuck ton of damage. Doesn't really matter. The only sad thing is like, yeah, there are times where the shield is up and you're doing a full Ogi like that and you're just dealing no damage. But I think it's fine because I went through that with this same team and I didn't die, so it's okay. But yeah, then for Lancelot, despite it's still being able to cap his damage, but you're doing so much damage because his constant nukes is just, and double strike permanent thing is fucking insane kind of thing, so it's pretty good. But yeah, that's why Kango is very, very slow. That's true, chat. Yeah. So the damage is just very, very limited on Kango. Like, even though it is safe as hell from what I noticed, but it's just way too slow because you're not doing damage and shit. Because when the shield is up, you need to consistently try to do some damage, even though your hits are being limited to only 15, then you're getting capped and shit, right? So you want to just keep doing damage. That's why, yeah, this one is still pretty damn handy in like this setup. But yeah, it's not, like I said, this is not really supposed to be aiming for like the fastest clears or anything. But for me, it's like, as long as it's a decent time and I can full auto, who fucking cares? Right? I feel like a lot of people are like that too. So, but yeah, this is the setup I'm probably going to go with for today and tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like I should let you guys know what I'm using, I suppose. If you have Cassius, none of this applies to you. True. If you have Cassius and you still have problem with this raid, then you probably just suck, lol. I'm just kidding. Probably you're a Magna player or something, because I do know that this raid is really, really hard on Magna. Especially if you do not have Diaspora weapons with defense on it. Yeah, it's gonna be really fucking hard, dude. It's gonna be hard, bro. So, yeah, it's player skill issue indeed, dude. You have to click the full auto faster, dude. But other than that, yeah. So far has been like, yeah, it's okay. Even though I'm going through all this, as you can see, my HP is still relatively healthy. I can assure you it's mostly because of the Diaspora Katanas and the Wemdus axes I'm using. Yeah, so this part here is still okay because you think it's gonna be bad, but Quattro is gonna delay it. Unless he risks it, but I don't think he does. Yeah. Zero damage, 1k damage. But yeah, having Quattro is also very, very helpful because of his echo. The echo is really, really helpful. It just allows Poseidon to do a fuck ton of damage, man. It's insane, dude. Resist. So as you can see, right, I've not gotten any form of debuffs yet. No debuffs. You don't have Wemu Grand. This works for you. Same for you. Alright, that's cool then, yeah. But yeah, like, no debuffs, man. Your Veils and Poseidon shit is able to cycle very, very, very well with this. Because yeah, once again, you are actually also somewhat extending Poseidon shit at times, not all the time, because the skill is very, very different in timing. But I think most of the, like, in some way you can actually get it lined up if you don't reset it, like quad reset thing. But yeah, it works pretty good. So you're already managed to get rid of one of the annoying things that this raid actually does to you. So I would say that's a big win already. Just not having any form of debuffs is super helpful. That just means that you're able to consistently attack. You're just non-stop able to put in those damage in every single turn. Instead of just stopping like that. You stop there, you're not able to cycle your triggers properly, and then you're just immediately just gonna get fucked because of her constant raining on your ass with all those right? It just she just constantly ogies and there's really nothing you can do. It's just things gets a lot worse if you're not able to consistently keep pushing in damage every single turn. So it's really, really bad. Yep. So yeah, damage is gonna get limited a little bit here, I think, because I attacked quite a bit of hits before the Ogi, but I think it's more or less okay. I think Quattro is gonna get limited, I think. But yeah, Quattro is limited. Boop. But it's okay. That's not a problem. Give praise, man. But yeah, that's how it is. So that's pretty smooth. Yeah, so far I've seen it, I don't think it gets any better than this for what I have. I obviously can probably change a little bit if I have other stuff, but yeah, I do not have. Oh well. Kinda wasted fucking borrowing Lancelot's weapon, but fuck it, I guess. Oh well, I guess I'll use it for other shit next time. Guess I had to farm back my bars again. Alright, this should be a clear. Yep, see, I'm still relatively healthy. Thank you, Anne. Very cool. Done. Alright, done. There. GG's. GG's. So that should be 10 minutes again? Yeah, 10 minutes. So it's more, it seems to be very consistent so far. Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much about it. That I don't this video is already 20 minutes long thanks to this fight already being 10 minutes long. But yeah, that's what I'm using as you can see. Yep. Yeah. I think I showed a Kango as well, but I guess I'll show it again for those. Yeah. Same thing. Somewhat same thing, but I put like one fucking thing here and then I use the main hand, so yeah. That's it. Alright. I wish you guys the best of luck on day 3 and day 4 because I'm gonna use the same thing for both days, and yeah, hopefully you guys manage to push through because this boss is really hammering down on us because of water being shit and all that. Yeah. But yeah, pretty yikes of a boss, but it is what it is. We gotta find our way to push through. But yeah, either way, I wish you guys again best of luck. Till then, take it easy, stay safe, drink lots of water, and I'll see you guys next time. Lolo, okay, bye.